The total persecution of motorists in the United Kingdom. There seems to be a conspiracy to destroy motorists by the government and local councils to kill the motor industry and motorists. Over the last few years, motorists in the United Kingdom have been forced to pay congestion charges if they drive in certain areas of London. At first, it was contained to central London, and then they decided to widen the scope where the congestion charge would be applicable. The congestion charge started in 2003, with the so-called claim of reducing road traffic and lowering noise and pollution plus raising funds for the London transport system. In the last 18 years, they have widened the scope of the congestion charge. It now includes weekends, and the only day that the congestion charge is not applicable is 25 December. The government and the local councils, not content with milking as much money out of motorists, they began to close off roads within their local boroughs, forcing the traffic on main roads and causing a constant traffic jam on the main road and adding more so-called pollution. Therefore, people who live on main streets and have asthma are now suffering more than usual. In my opinion, the government and local authorities are still not satisfied with stealing as much money from motorists. They have now brought in ultra-low emission zone, ULEZ, another cost to companies that own lorries and the motorists again. For motorists not paying the ULEZ charge, their vehicles must meet the ultra-low emission zone, which will exempt those motorists from the charge. However, there are millions of motorists in the country whose vehicle will not meet the ultra-low emission criteria, and they will either be forced to change their cars or pay the £12.50 daily charge, and if they happen to drive in an area of the congestion charge, that is another £17.50. So let's have a recap as to how penalised motorists have been in the United Kingdom. First, the vast majority of roads you can only drive 20 miles per hour, parking is a nightmare, and the cost of so-called illegal parking is either £65 or £130. The congestion charge is £17.50 and the ULEZ £12.50 daily. Motorists are subject to the vast majority of roads closed off in the local communities. They have to stick to main roads, which, because of the restrictions of the close road, they are constant delays to journey because of the sheer weight of traffic force on the main streets. These bureaucrats tell motorists that government and local authorities are making our environment better. They are making it worse, and in doing so they are putting an unnecessary cost to motorists, and this situation will not be sustainable for much longer.